Hello, this video shows you the use of the Carly OBD scanner and the associated app. It plugs into the OBD port, which is in the footwell of the car. It's a small unit that just sits there and the lights come on when you do the when you turn the ignition on. You then select the car. If it's not already in the program, you can add any car to the universal program that is about £90 at the moment. This is a Range Rover Sport, and you select the car and then you connect up via Bluetooth. So you need Bluetooth on your phone, and the unit finds Bluetooth, and after a minute or so it will connect up, thereby connecting the scanner with your phone. Here it is connected, and you go then into the main menu where you can start the diagnostic reports, and it's now performing the diagnostic link up, which takes a few minutes. I think it took me 5 minutes. I've shortened this one, and it then comes up with a menu with all the issues, whether they're critical or unimportant. This car's got a few critical issues, and we'll run through those, not in technical detail, but in just showing you what Carly can do for your analysis of the faults. So here we are, starting with some of the faults it's picked up on the power train module to do with the fuel regulator. And you can then choose to either clear the fault, see if it comes back in a future check. It reminds you in 3 days' time to do a check via a notification on the phone. Now I've gone into another series of checks, which is the heating, ventilation and air conditioning. And what you can do is pick up articles via a Google search automatically on that particular problem, and it will tell you how serious it is, what the fixes are, what the options are, etc. So basically you run through all these fault codes by either observing what they say or going deeper into a Google search to see what what can be done. Smart Mechanic, I think, elaborates on that, but I haven't bought Smart Mechanic. I'm really just budgeting for this basic one, and see if there's any serious problems on cars that I've got. As you can see, I'm swapping into different modules. This is the body control module for the Range Rover, and I can scroll down and look at the issues. Most of them are interlinked with one another, where there's been either changes of components that haven't registered, or there's been electrical issues which are designated as non-serious or serious. And there's quite a few faults on this car, which for a Range Rover is not surprising. It's famous for that type of unreliability in those areas. The idea of the program is to find out how serious they are, and also verify against a garage or main dealer analysis of what they say the problem is. Their scanners are much more sophisticated, and their experience, particularly the specialised ones, is much greater than yours, but this gives you peace of mind that you're hearing the right diagnosis from the garage. For £100 a year, I think that's worthwhile if you've got some older vehicles that are out of warranty. Here I'm still scrolling through where different ECUs and different modules, clearing some as I'm going for the purposes of this demonstration. And this one here is to it's the instrument panel, some faults showing there, which may be historical, and then some Google search analysis of them. It's quite interesting. You pick up on common problems and common fixes, serious ones where it's going to require lots of investment or pounds to fix these problems. And to do this before you buy a car with the owner's permission is obviously really informative, and you're getting a very good picture as to if there's any background problems that could prove expensive in the future. So almost every car I've bought in the last year with this scanner, I have actually asked permission to plug it in. There was sometimes hesitation, but basically if people are hesitating to let you find the problems, then perhaps the problems are deeper than you want them to be. This is a battery module, which means you need to keep the scanner plugged in for 24 hours, and that will give you a battery health condition at the end of the 24 hours. You have to be careful on this car because you could actually kick the unit when you're driving. So it's probably better to do it when the car's going to be off the road for a day. And then there's the engine live data, which is very comprehensive, and that picks up on almost probably every ECU in the car, and the lists are endless, and give you live data of what's being output, where there's a problem, what you can do about it by further researching. And I'm just scrolling down here with showing you the different things that show up in each of the ECU modules. And as you can see, there's plenty. I don't fully understand many of these, so the demonstration is just to show you what is available, and if you're more techie minded than me, then you'll probably have a greater understanding of these modules and the problems and what you can do about them. Yeah. So we'll keep scrolling. Overall, I think, for £100, which is what I paid for the year for me to test cars I was going to buy, and cars I do have, it gives me a good overview of what the problems are and what I need to consider to get fixed. And as I said before, the unit rates it into seriousness and non-serious issues. Here we are finishing the last ECU module for the demonstration, and here are all the different parts that come up. So back to the main menu there, and we're nearly finished the demonstration, just scrolling through the last parts here. And that concludes it. Hope you found that interesting.